Welcome, everybody. This is ERT News, episode number 2. Anton, are you ready to jump right into it?
Your intro is like just a jolt of energy to me. It's like, wake up, Anton. Let's bring the A game because Jenna
Let's
is hosting ERT News,
let's
ready
go.
to rock and roll.
I'm so pumped up. Today's topics, we're going to jump right in. We're going to talk about 2026 already. Save the date for Elite VFO Collective. We're also going to retouch on what we did in episode 1, which is the new call schedule coming up. And then we're also going to jump into the partnership fast track that starts next week, what that impact is on option 1, option 2, and therefore the VFO associate accountant and the VFO fast track accountant. So pumped to just even see this slide. June 25th and 26th of 2026 is going to be our Elite VFO Collective Fusion Mastermind Day on the 24th. And we're going right back to the Westin Gas Lamp in San Diego. We heard a lot of wonderful things about the venue, and we just think, let's run it back. And I say this, and Anton will hold me to it. We're pretty sure we're going to sell out in 2026. If you were there in person just last month, you know that we were pretty close. So, as soon as our registration is open and tickets are up, I really suggest getting that early bird seat. Tickets only go up the closer we get to the event. So, go ahead once it's up and ready to roll, get that early bird ticket, snag your seat, and we'll see you back in San Diego next June.
Love it. Very well said. Coming up next week, we are shifting the weekly call schedules. So again, Monday, it's all about the virtual family office. So VFO strategies, case review, power hour, CPE credit, educational webinars. Just think of Monday, VFO calls, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern, so the same time. Tuesday, we'll be removing the traditional Catalyst collaboration call on Tuesdays. And on Wednesday, we will only be having the Fusion Mastermind call. No more marketing calls on the Wednesdays. So the Tuesday and the Wednesday is really kind of getting pushed into the Thursday. So on Thursday, we'll be hosting one Catalyst collaboration call. Sarah Freitas from the marketing will be there. I will be hosting every other call with Ian and a couple of the other internal team members. And the goal is just to try to reduce as many calls because people were sharing with us that it was getting a little overwhelming. So this is an opportunity for us to really focus our team energy and hopefully have some just great collaboration. Elite Partnership Fast Track. This has been months in the making. I'm very excited about this. We did touch on it last week. We did talk about it at the VFO Collective, and it is launching on Monday. So the Elite Partnership Fast Track. I'm just going to really quickly talk about this. Two things. First of all, the term fast track, if that sounds familiar, it's because the virtual family office, VFO Fast Track, launched in April. Fast track is just our company's branding or our way of saying it's fast because we're going to come alongside you and we're going to attend meetings and help you to reach success quicker. And the track is we know how to do it. We've run pilots. And now it's on a track. So it's fast, it's on a track. And the partnership fast track is all about helping you to form accountant partnerships. We're helping you to learn through application, meaning we attend these meetings with you. We actually do role plays with you. Then we attend the accountant meeting number 1, meeting number 2, meeting number 3. Partnership fast track strictly focused on the partnership training. It's completely turnkey. So everything to do with the partnership in terms of how to identify the ideal accountant, how to contact them, how to engage them in the meeting process, how to monetize that relationship, and then how to maintain that relationship. So we walk through every step with you. We attend every meeting with you. And our goal, Jenna, I think it's ambitious, but I love it. Our goal is to help every single member that participates in the Partnership Fast Track get your signed accountant engagement agreement within 45 days of joining. So really excited to hear the feedback from everybody on this. In the Partnership Fast Track, you get to use our team, right? So we do a lot of the heavy lifting for you. Initially, it will be Ian Wellham that will be the proactive facilitator. If you've never worked with Ian, he's been an internal member and partner for a long time. He's an accountant by background, but he's also securities and insurance licensed. So he's kind of the perfect one to bridge the accountant advisor conversations. He will be the one facilitating the meeting with you and leading the accountant through the process. You will also have access to Tracy Miller as well as Tim Gacy to really help just add some additional credibility to the team as we are onboarding the accountants. There are two options after we lead an accountant through the engagement process. In essence, one option is you as the advisor, you could say, hey, I'm good. I want to work directly with this accountant and I don't need you guys involved anymore. The other option is I actually want you guys involved and I want this accountant to take their clients through the VFO fast track process. So what that looks like is this. The traditional option one is kind of not too changed, but it's being rebranded, I would say, to VFO associate accountant. Option two is changing. We're kind of eliminating some of the follow-up meetings that we used to have with Ian, and instead we're introducing the VFO fast track for accountants, which basically just means the accountant that you now have signed an engagement agreement with can lead their clients through the virtual family office fast track process. So I'm pretty excited to see the results that will come from that. You'll see there's a lot more detail in the training itself. The associate accountant process for them is free. The VFO fast track process does have a cost for the accountant, but they get a 50% discount because of the partnership with you. So overall, I think it's going to be a killer win-win. And I want to just touch briefly on the partnership fast track, the advisors that we think it's best for. So the first one is the advisors that have already worked with the virtual family office and their own clients, whether that's on your own, maybe you've been working with us for a number of years, you've got some success, but you haven't quite cracked the accountant partnerships yet, could be a great fit. Or you've gone through the VFO fast track process, you've worked with a couple of your own clients, you've generated some revenue, fantastic. Then you can shift your focus onto the accountant partnerships. I think the other advisors that it makes sense for are advisors that have compliance restrictions, maybe that prevent you from offering the VFO yourself, or maybe it's not even compliance. Maybe you just don't want to be in the VFO seat. Maybe you truly want to be a traditional advisor. There's nothing wrong with that. You can play the role of the traditional advisor. We will help you partner with the accountant, and then we can lead the accountant through the VFO fast track process. You get to come in as the specialist anytime there's the traditional wealth management or the insurance business. Or maybe the third advisor is the ones that they just don't have the ideal clients for the VFO fast track. Maybe you've been in business for 10 years, but you've only focused on government employees. That's cool. But the government employees probably don't really benefit from the virtual family office. So we can help you to form the accountant partnerships in the partnership fast track. And then through the partnership, now you start getting introduced to the right type of clients that you can lead to the virtual family office. So Jenna, anything on this partnership fast track or any other questions that you've maybe heard whispered in the community that I can address on the news before we move on to the last point?
I love it. And I want to thank you and Ian, of course, for all the work behind the scenes. I can't wait for you guys to take a peek next week. I will say, of course, people have been meeting with me in option one or might be using Ian as a practice facilitator for meeting number three. What does that look like as we make this transition into the partnership fast track getting launched?
Very good question. Okay, so for the advisors that are familiar with Catalyst Legacy and the 3 meeting process, all of that is going to feel and look pretty similar, but everything has been updated. I went through over 80 hours of training videos, scripts, templates, everything, and really boiled it down to 3 hours of, I think, the most punchy and effective, as well as the most current material. So the meeting number 1, meeting number 2, and meeting number 3 all have been updated. I think they're much better. I think the value proposition and the offer is going to be much more compelling to the accountants. But if you have been working with the legacy, you are going to see we are going to start transitioning away from that legacy option 1 and option 2. We're not going to draw a line in the sand and say we won't support you in that anymore. But I would encourage you to go through the partnership fast track, even if it's just the material, even if you just want to watch the training videos and download the new presentations and the decks, because we are going to, I'd say, slowly again roll out this VFO associate accountant and VFO fast track accountant. And I think it's going to be much more compelling. So we are going to start transitioning away from the legacy training. And the other thing that I would say is if you are interested in the partnership fast track, now 33 people at the VFO Collective either signed up or renewed their contracts to have access to be first in line for the partnership fast track. So if you took advantage of that sale, it's launching next week. We'll be in touch with you. You'll have access to the course in Catalyst. We'll be in touch with you to start setting up the role plays and the scheduling and such. If you did not take advantage of that opportunity, but you want to participate in the Partnership Fast Track, there will be a wait list. It's just Ian Wellham, Tracy, Tim. There's only so much time in the day. So it is very hands-on. It is very time-intensive for the team. So there will be a wait list for the next group of people that can actually work with the team on the Partnership Fast Track. There will be no additional cost, no growth credits. We will ask you to renew a new 12-month agreement, though. That just shows us that you're serious about wanting to actually commit with the Partnership Fast Track, because again, it is pretty time intensive. So if you're interested in that, Jenna, what I would ask is people just below this video write interested in Partnership Fast Track. That way our team can reach out to you, let you know kind of what the wait list would look like, and when Ian can reach out and start preparing in the role playing and such. Again, no growth credits, no additional cost, no revenue sharing on the accountant partnerships that you form through the Partnership Fast Track. It's just a way that we think we're going to be able to help you really accelerate the development of those partnerships. And then it could lead to the associate accountant, which you run on your own, no cost, or it could lead to the VFO Fast Track for accountants, which we will assist in running. There isn't a cost for the accountants in that, but again, it's 50% less than what we traditionally charge the accountants. And you'll see all of that laid out for you in the Partnership Fast Track training, which everybody will have access to the Partnership Fast Track training coming on Monday. That will be in the Catalyst community or Catalyst classroom. And it will be, the wait list will just be to actually work with the team one-on-one. Does that answer that, Jenna?
It sure does. So
Love it.
August is coming in hot. I'm super excited. We got
Coming
a
in
lot
hot.
of good stuff going on. Thanks again for all the work behind the scenes. And again, if you're interested in Partnership Fast Track, go ahead and comment below this video. Our team will get in touch. And just a reminder, episode 1, if you happen to miss it, we now have an ERT news category right in Skool. So go ahead and click the filter when you get to the community page, ERT news. And that is where you'll see episode number 2. And please, please, please stay tuned for episode number 3 coming at you shortly. Anton, thanks again. That's it
Love
for
it.
ERT news.
Thank you. That's a wrap.